Playback. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lisa Donmal-Reeve and I'm the producer of the film Free through my production company LDR Creative. And when we talked about the Frederick Douglass story, it really just hit home with me because of the issues that it addressed, especially nowadays. It's a human right, I think, in 2018 for everybody to have the same education or same level of education. Someone of a lower income should not have any lesser right than someone that can pay more money. So I always say knowledge is power, and I think this film definitely portrays that.
I'm Matt Simpkins, and I'm the DP of Free. So when Ben and I first started talking about Free from a visual standpoint, we knew that we wanted to capture a little bit of the real organic feel, nothing too contemporary feeling. We knew we wanted to find a barn that would give us the ability to shoot light through the cracks of the beams, casting these shafts of light that the actors could use to find eye light, to hide in, to reveal themselves with. Kind of things like that. The film's about finding things, revealing yourself in kind of scary ways, the way the mistress does to Frederick, and then Frederick kind of coming out of the darkness into his own light and finding a new way for freedom. So we wanted light to not just be there. We wanted it to have distinctive sections that would radiate across the actors.
Hi, I'm Breon Marquise Watson, and I play Frederick Douglass. The process for this has been not long, but intense. I had a couple of dance rehearsals with director, creator, and that was a one-on-one thing, so that was pretty intense. I had to really tap in emotionally for this, so I had to go to a place and think about what someone may have experienced while in this setting. I think this project is very relevant to the present day, going back to what's going on in our education system with kids not being given the right tools they need. I just feel like children should be given the right to literacy. Literacy is important and it should be demanded.
Hi, I'm Edward Watson. I am playing Master Ald in the short film Free. It's a challenge, it's an acting challenge, and one that I find just as fascinating as almost any other. It's digging into a character, in this case a character that has not very many redeeming moral or ethical qualities, but still he's a central part of the story. He does have not much of an arc, but a small arc, and it's always important for somebody to portray these people and to dig in and find out what made them tick in some way to further the storyline of the main characters in this story, which in this case are the young slave and the master's wife who helps him. It was a story that I was not aware of, but I find fascinating and amazing, and I think as far as reasons for it to be told, I think like any other story with this sort of magnitude of generosity of spirit, I think it's the humanity of it. Well, I think like many other stories, there's always relevance to present day experiences. Even today, I mean, obviously, as we all well know, racism is unfortunately still alive and thriving in many areas, and I think it's uplifting for people today to know that even though someone may not look like you or be in the same class, if you will, of you, that it doesn't mean that they don't believe in your struggle and that they don't think of you as equals and don't see any of the differences that other people might, and to know that, you know, we're all in this together. And while some people may be you know, dragging us down a little bit, that there are people with you on your side.
Hey, my name's Lindsay Bryce. I play Mistress Ald. The process has been really inspiring and informative. We shoot it here in Virginia, so the barn and the property has a lot of history, and the story that we're telling really intertwines with that nicely. Learning how to read and write is Frederick Douglass' ultimate gateway into freedom, and without it, he never would have even thought that freedom was something that he could achieve, or the abolitionist movement was something that he would ever spearhead. Without these narratives being told, we wouldn't be reminded of how far we've come and how far we still have yet to come.
Hi, my name is Ben Hartley and I'm the director of Free. Free highlights the power of literacy and also tells the story of a young Frederick Douglass who was taught to read and write illegally at the time. The narrative of our film uses not only dialogue, but it uses what I like to call emotional movement. And in actual fact, the pivotal moment in the film where he is taught how to read and write is told through movement. So what we would really love to be able to do is to not only submit the film to film festivals next year, but we would love to take the film, in actual fact we're going to take the film into the public school system to develop a workshop around the idea of the power of literacy. And I think the more educated we are, the more powerful, the more power we have, the more powerful we feel, the more we're actually able to accomplish. We need to further fundraise to give our film the life that it deserves. It's not only about making a film, it's also, as I mentioned, about going into the school system. It's about really being able to get the film out there in front of as many people as possible, various ages from adults to students. And quite simply, we need your help. So dig deep, thank you so much for paying attention, and I cannot wait to share the finished film with you.